Hello, everybody, and welcome to my weekly meltdowns coverage of Survivor 45. Listen, I know everybody's been talking about we miss the themes of Survivor, we miss the different twists on seasons and casting themes and stuff like that. Matt, I had no idea Survivor 45, the theme of casting this year was going to be Season of the Quitters, because that's what we have yet again tonight. And I'm a little cranky to have to sit here and talk about another quitter tonight, but we're here as always. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing okay. This is going to be a fun episode to talk about.
Is it? I'm not convinced.
If you don't just focus on the last 10 minutes, you do have a still well-rounded Survivor episode. You see, maybe not everything is perfect in other tribe paradise. I think there's something to taste here.
Yeah. Well, I guess before we get into the nitty gritty of it all, I this is your first time on the show for this season, so I want to hear what are your overall thoughts on Survivor 45 up to this point?
I wish how they assemble their tribes, because it is still very clear they do not know how to balance three tribes correctly. And it's almost sad to look at. And, with this random tribe swap, once again, it's what tribe is probably losing, unless it's a puzzle. That's the ultimate equalizer.
It's funny that you say that, because Nate, when he was on, he said the same exact thing. And I think Beth said the same thing also, that they purposefully casted the tribes this year to have one flop tribe that is the new brains tribe.
Well, it seems like they do that every year since we've gotten to this,
right, that's
restart.
True, but this one feels more obvious. And sorry, not sorry, but I'm not really rooting for anybody on the yellow tribe as much as my heart was all in on Jam Jam, Carolyn, and Carson. You know what I mean? That trio was such magic, and there's no magic from that yellow tribe.
And I think the reason there was no magic from the original yellow tribe is they didn't really belong together.
Yeah.
That's not a group of personalities that's going to mesh together. Hi, Allison.
Hi.
There she is.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
How are you doing?
I'm sorry I'm late. I did the best. I had the bidet on super soaker mode.
Why?
Listen, it was one. I couldn't help it. Sometimes it hits.
Listen, I was just gonna say you were just fashionably late. You were considering quitting, but we had to talk you into it. We know because of your Mormon background, you've had a difficult time here on the podcast, and it's been.
Fun fact. My grandma. Remember, I told you I found out my grandma Betty was Mormon.
That's right. I do remember that.
She didn't live up to that lifestyle. My grandpa, my papa, he wasn't Mormon. He wouldn't get. And it was funny because he gave her shit all of the time because she's drinking wine. And he's like, why are you even trying to get into heaven at this point? That's Satan's liquid, Satan's cup. Anyway, how's everyone doing this evening? Welcome, Matthew. Look what I got.
She's got the red solo cup.
Oh, yes. Things that I trigger Allison with. What are red solo cups?
I know, we got our red cups. It's but this.
Wait, I have a red Hydro Flask. Look
at us. God. Hashtag red cup.
And I have my red Wisconsin Badgers cup.
I love it. So Matt was just saying that, he's kind of annoyed that the tribes were so the tribes were so lopsided casting and stuff like that. So
I really want two tribes of mine or eight or whatever.
Thank you. Can I? God dang, man. I'm sorry. I'm having issues. I am so over this. Oh, look, and I moved. I'm everywhere.
I moved you because I know you're finicky about that.
Listen, I'm so over the three tribe crap. Listen, man, why? They could have just merged into two gosh damn tribes tonight.
Or just waited until next week and then merged into 2 tribes of 7. Boom, done, dusted.
Why? Look, Lulu sucked. There's consequences to sucking. You go and you play a challenge with 3 freaking people and you suck it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think. Did they dissolve? I'm going way back in time to Survivor All Stars original. Did they dissolve Saboga with 3, or did they dissolve them when they were at 2? I know they dissolved the Blue Tribe at Philippines at 2.
You know,
I don't remember.
My brain only goes as far back as, what is it, Tyler?
Like 2 seasons. Like
Thailand.
Oh yeah. Well, so Allison has like she cannot tell you like the half of the cast from like last season, but she can tell you the exact boot order and immunity wins for like a random ass season like Survivor Thailand.
Survivor Thailand.
Or BBOTT.
That was the one. Oh yeah. Anyway, look, it shows you don't. I could do one by myself. But Thailand, they didn't do a merge. Like
they did the fake merge that got Sheehan voted out.
Yeah, because she was loose lip sync ships, and it, just like I didn't say merge.
I mean, I would have done what she did too, though. If I was on a tribe that I'm like, I hate all of you, I would like you all to go.
Like True. Emily. Screw you, Lulu, as she freaking curb stomps that freaking coconut. Damn, girl.
Oh, God. All right. I just have to say, like, Allison, you missed, like, the intro. I said, like, I didn't know that, like, we were, like, we've been missing, like, the themes this year, and I didn't realize the theme for casting this year was going to be Survivor Quitters. It drives me nuts. And, like, I hate that, like, that Jeff knew that Sean was going into this tribal saying, I'm going to quit tonight. So Jeff literally gave Sean, like, all right, here's your, like, exit monologue on, like, a silver platter. Like, tell me your life story. But, like, do it in, like, 3 to 5 minutes, right? And so he goes on about his, like, Mormon background, growing up in, like, a conservative, like, upbringing and stuff like that, which, like, yes, I understand that's a struggle. Trust me, I understand that. However, I don't understand how that has anything to do with playing the game of Survivor and like saying that like my greatest adventure in life is not Survivor, but my husband. And like, yes, that's like very sweet in concept, but like, I don't understand why it's like one or another. And like, well, I'll tell you why, because it's not. And it's a bullshit excuse to say like, I'm quitting and that's it.
This has been empathetic.
I feel like that response should have been from me as the only single person here.
What'd you say, Matthew?
That rant should have been from me as the only single person in this group.
Look, it's just bullshit.
I love my husband, but I ain't leaving Survivor or Boo or anything, baby. You just gonna have to live without me. You know what? I had an epiphany. Why don't we have a season of Survivor of just all quitters? Let's just, everyone who's ever quit Survivor, let's just do see all of the quitters. Let's see how that maps out. That'd probably be the greatest season. It'd be a fight at tribal council of who's quit. No, I'm quitting. No, I'm quitting. I said I'm quitting first.
I think there might be some people who quit who might want that second chance. Like
give me an example.
Who realized, okay, I made a mistake.
Give me the short list.
Give me a name.
Well, I feel like Austin, when he quit in Pearl Islands, has come out that he was legitimately sick.
Yeah, well, there are certainly some like quits that like I always talk about on this show, like you know how Allison always remembers Survivor Thailand. I feel like I always remember Dana in Survivor Philippines. She was like literally in like fetal position, like shivering, and like her skin was like as like blue and translucent as like this little gooey thingy. And Jeff was literally like hunched over her and saying, "So, you're quitting, right? Like you're deciding to leave the game on your own." And I was like, this girl needs to be medevaced and like checked out in the hospital like immediately. Like this should not be left up to Dana to decide. But so
there was the girl on the Braun tribe in Cagayan who also tapped out. I can't think of her name, but she had the hair, she had like the dreads and the updo, and after Cliff Robinson gets voted out,
Oh, Lindsay.
she like has a meltdown.
Y'all,
Yeah, Lindsay.
And
the chick in season 1 had freaking maggots living in her kneecaps. I got to bring this up every time. Maggots. They didn't even have airlifting as an option then. You just laid there and people walked over you. Sometimes you were the finish line. It just, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to just have, it doesn't even have to be all quitters. It could be half-ass people who think their shit don't stink, you know, all kinds of stuff. I mean, it'd just be great. But like I said in our group chat, Tyler, okay, his quitting, to me, I'm giving him a little bit of a pass because he went with the vote out, as where Hannah just quit and everyone raised their hand, whatever. I mean, at least they went through with the vote, and Seafood almost went home. So I mean,
seafood.
Seafood. I said seafood. Look, I'm Southern, okay? It sounds like.
I thought you said seafood, and I was like, I kind of love that. But no, like I get what you're saying, Allison. Like, because there was the formality of the vote and stuff like that, but it still just stinks. It still is so like it smells rotten. Like it smells rotten to me that he's gonna go home to his husband and say like, babe, you're my greatest adventure and I quit for you. And I hope to God he says, why did you just do that? Like, why did you just like waste all of this time and effort and like money and like opportunity and stuff like that? It's just so frustrating. And I don't understand how people like this get cast. It really, really drives me nuts. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Allison.
I just, okay. Let's say hi to the chat.
Yeah. Sorry, I just am so, it's so frustrating.
No, it's
like,
okay, Tyler. It's all about you. We get it.
Thank you.
I just
That's all I
did.
need.
Okay, I just did something on my computer where my scrolling screwed up. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, hello. Yes. With computer problems with the grandma. Hello, Linda, Samuel S., Thomas Cook, Betty, Joseph Boza, who shares the same name as my kitten. And yes, I'm going to talk about my kitten. And I had somebody tell me that they don't care about my cat. Well, guess what? You can go over to Rob Has Podcast right now. Because I'm going to talk about my cat.
What's worse, the shit talking on your cat or the person telling Beth that she's the devil?
Oh, yeah, and that person can eat a fat one, too. They're not in the chat right now. They said something last week. But, okay, Thomas McGee, Weston Evans. Let's see who else is in here. Heather Jean. Who else? Am I missing?
I think you got everybody.
I got everybody. We're looking.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think that they were going to vote out Sifu. I'm Southern. It sounds like I'm saying seafood, but I'm not. I think they were going to vote out Sifu, and Sean changed their mind. I think this didn't hit him. Here's my thing. I think he'd been thinking about it, but I don't think it hit him just from the way he was speaking and his body language and the way he was carrying himself. I think it hit him in that moment. Everything in his life came crashing down, and it was just like, you know what? Shut up, Tyler. Listen to me. It ain't Hannah, okay? I just think it wasn't planned. I think Hannah decided on the helicopter before she got dropped off she wanted to leave. Okay?
No, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Right. It's a moment of weakness, but like, and I understand like he's had a tough not even like multiple digits days on Survivor.
It's not. It's 9 days. It's like the last single digit. It's like a 9.
You just get through it.
Here, I will stick up for Sean slightly, if I may.
Go ahead.
Sean is the only person out there who has never had a Flint, and is 0-4 in challenges. That's gonna break that's gonna hurt anyone's resolve to be like, do I really want to do this again with this group of,
Matt,
that we're probably going to lose again?
Every day of my life. I'm always 0-4 with no Flint, but I still get up and carry on. Y'all, my kitten just took a shit. I got to go bury it. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back.
Okay. While Allison does it, I'll finish my monologue. like, yeah, it sucks that he quit, but at the same time, if he's looking at his tribe situation, if Sifu goes, it's him with the 3 girls. Does he think he's winning an immunity challenge? Probably not. He probably thinks this is Lulu Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, and is like, yeah, I think I would just rather go home now. And it's is it the right thing? No. Like, if I was out there, I'm sticking it out. I will try my damnedest, but I think,
Okay, sorry.
I just don't think he saw a path to victory.
There's like, I guarantee you, like, at least like half of the winners of Survivor had like a moment in their season, in their winning season, where they thought to themselves, like, there is no path forward to me. And then, especially in the era of like modern Survivor, where there's so many idols, so many twists, like, you have to imagine that there is like some window of opportunity that he can take, right? And like, let's say that like Sifu was voted out tonight instead, right? Like, the girls gave him like that opportunity on a silver platter, and like he decided not to take it. But like, let's say that Sifu goes instead, right? Like, how did the girls like vote him off next, like knowing that like he's a scrawny guy, but like he's like the only guy like left amongst like that tribe dynamic? And we got a confessional from Julie tonight saying that, I don't know if this is the right decision. We need to stay like tribe like strong, because like if we keep going to challenges and we keep losing, like it doesn't matter, because none of us will be there at the end. Like, I feel like there's, and of course, like we saw Sean like getting close with like Jay Maya too. Like, I feel like there's opportunity there for him to like flip it, maybe take out D in the next round. Like, it's not necessarily like if he didn't go tonight, he was gonna go like the following tribal council that was lost.
Look, I think I don't know why they would want to keep Sean over Sifu. I mean,
yeah, I feel like that in itself is a stupid decision too.
Yeah, I think it's just dumb all the way around, and I don't know.
I guess the reason you don't keep Sifu around is you don't trust him, which everyone who doesn't know where the idol is, aka Jemiah, knows. That doesn't know where the idol is assumes Sifu might have a hint as to where it is, or may even have it himself. And I think that's a reason to get rid of somebody.
Yeah.
Does he
if
have
there's
an
no
idol?
trust. No, Austin has the red idol.
Okay.
But Sifu doesn't know that, and neither does Jay. So,
Do we kind of feel like Jeff is fanning the flames of the quitter fire? Like, is he like?
That's what I'm telling you, Allison. Is
wafting it. He's wafting it.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, like, Sean like told production, or said in like his last confessional before he's going to tribal council, like, I am planning on telling the girls to vote for me tonight. And that's why Jeff like said, like, all right, Sean, like, if it is you, wink, wink, can you give us like your life story, please, so we can like play the dramatic, like cue the dramatic like goodbye music while he's like talking about his upbringing that has nothing to do with him deciding to quit on Survivor. It's I hate it so much. I'm sorry if I'm
but just to get off that this moment of bagging on Sean, there is a moment tonight that would have gotten me kicked off Survivor, because if I had been on the original Lulu tribe and Bruce said I lost the flint, or the flint was not on him, I probably would have knocked him out.
True.
When he was like, "It's in my zipper," I would have clocked him.
Oh,
because I would have been hungry, cold, probably wet.
Yeah.
Coming back from an ocean challenge and being like, "Oh, I'm finally gonna have a fire," and it's like, you lost the flint.
Where was it again?
Hmm?
Where was the flint again? It was
in his zipper. Like, he had a zipper pocket on his shorts.
I had my back turned to the TV when he
said
you
thought it was.
And I thought, what? Like, I turn around really. I like, what's
this
zipper?
package?
This is not a sequester moment. This is not a sequester LOS.
That's
his
LOS.
His survive, like, those zipper pockets on the side.
That is funny, Matt.
Yeah, I feel you on that, Matthew. How are we feeling about Bruce?
I feel like Bruce is your last person voted, like the mergatory boot.
Okay. You
Like
think?
that's the read I'm getting. And whether he deserves it or not is a whole nother story.
I
But
don't
I
think he
feel like
does. I feel like Katura, like Matt, do you remember in like Big Brother 17, like how fixated Steve was on Becky? Like there was this like one-sided like rivalry. I feel like that's like we got shades of that tonight with like Katura. Like she is just dogging on Bruce literally every single opportunity she can in confessional. And like there was even a point where like it was like a scene about Bruce, and then they cut to Katura doing this like deadpan face.
Yeah,
in
wasn't it after
confessional.
Bruce's like revelation that this is his old beach and he's
Yes.
crying and Katara's
We
Right,
were
like,
on for
I could
like
give
an
2
hour.
fuck. Katara's like, I could give 2 fucks less. Let's put it.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
no,
let's-
like she didn't
for
even
12
say anything in
hours.
that confessional. They just cut to her giving that face, and then they go back to Bruce like telling the story. Like this chick like has it out for Bruce. It's
I love
wild.
the montage that they had. Like for somebody that you can't stand, you sure know a lot. But then again, when I hate someone, I know way too much about them too. That I mean,
well, it's you learn everything about them, so you know every little thing that you hate about them.
yeah.
Every
Right.
little bit. It's like, you know, and some people just don't mesh, and Bruce and they just don't mesh, and I think that's going to come to a head.
Well,
Eventually. I just don't. I could see it on a 6 versus 6 like challenge for the jury,
Yeah.
and I could see Bruce being on the losing side because he gets put at a disadvantage of who his team is.
Yeah.
And I could just see him going home there because he's a physical threat, especially if he would end up in like a tribe of non-physical threats.
am I being insensitive because I'm like you? Sorry, goddamn. I'm sorry. JoJo's my kitten's lost his damn mind. Am I being sorry, Jesus? Am I being insensitive to say that you were on Survivor for 12 hours and you busted your head open and you did he stormed the beaches of Normandy and he's revisiting. Okay, you were there for 12 hours. You hit your head and you had to be medevac. I'm sorry. I know that's a lot, but you got to come back immediately. But it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being an ass. Am I being an ass?
No, I get what you're saying, Allison, but like I would much rather that than like say like Sean like gets brought back or Hannah gets brought back for another season. And you think they'll get emotional when they're at tribal council and like, this is where I decided to quit the game.
Oh, Jesus. Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I would
needs to
much rather Bruce like care that he's like back and he like he missed out on that dream, right? Like this is a man who like cares about his Survivor experience.
And I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be a butthole. And I'm sorry. And like I said, I'm not trying to be insensitive. But it's like when we do have a Survivors all star quitters. I want to throw my hat in the ring, just say I will host the shit out of that show, and I will plant seeds and encourage people to quit again. I will come out on. You will see me coming on. The budget will be so low. I don't even have. I'm on a rowboat. Here comes Allison. Is that Allison? Here comes Allison rowing up to the beach. It takes me 8 hours, and I'm like, is this where you decided to quit?
Betty, Joseph, and Weston are all with you, Allison. They agreed that it was a little much. It was. What do you think, Matt? What did you think about that scene?
I mean, I'm not surprised Bruce did it. It did feel a tad bit contrived. Like I need all eyes on me right now.
Yes.
So I'm gonna flash back and be like, "Yep, this is my beach where I got medevac on a stretcher, and they sent me home."
He talks about it all the time. All the time.
It's because he doesn't have anything else to add.
I mean, look, I'll be the first to say if I was on a show for 6 hours, I would milk that cow until there wasn't any milk left in that titty. Okay? I would be that 15-minute, my 5 minutes of fame. I would ride that wave. You know, but that's me. And no one is shocked. But it just seems like you're having an emotional. Okay. Look, do you, bro? I don't know. I don't know.
It just didn't feel as authentic
Yeah,
a reaction as if it really like did bother him that much.
I agree.
That like the tears felt fake.
Yeah.
They just felt fake.
No, I agree.
And it's like the situation with Sean. Like, give us your life story in 5 minutes. Hey Bruce, can you cry on camera for us for like 2 minutes so that we have something we can put together in a montage of your like redemption story because you're still here and we didn't think you'd still be here, but we're going to give you this like montage moment so that everyone realizes you're still here.
Has he been at Ponderosa this whole time? Like, did he ever actually leave, or did
I'm
they just
assuming
keep him there?
so.
Okay.
I would assume, but who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Bruce moved to Fiji and has just been living on Fiji,
Hey,
Fiji for.
Sam, you got Christy from BB23 who got COVID. Had what was it? Venmo? What was it? The
Cameo.
OnlyFans?
Cameo.
Whatever.
Cameo.
Charging $100 for some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for what? Yeah. Listen, Thomas, I'm doing I can't, I'm here for you people. Okay. I'm here to entertain you people. Okay.
Sorry to
Well,
cut
I
you
feel
off.
like Allison, if you audition for Big Brother now, you might actually get cast now that they're actually allowing people.
They've lowered the bar. So thank you. Yes.
Well, it wasn't that. I was just saying they're looking
I
at
know.
people who are more than just 20-year-olds.
Yes, I'm not tight anymore. I'm a little loose and cellulite. So I'll fit right in. I'll be great. I will shake my little rump all over. I will drag my ass across the carpet.
Well, Allison, you'll win the week 3 HOH mental competition that no one thinks you should win.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, I don't want to get any blood on my hands and I don't want to nominate anybody.
Now, see, I know that's bullshit. You're going to be like, I want to nominate half the house.
I'm going to nominate people that aren't even playing. I'm going to nominate Tyler.
I'd be playing. I'm like a certain showmance that I've been rooting for all gosh darn season long that I'm so fed up with. But sorry to interrupt. We do have a new viewer, listener, Betty.
Hi, Betty.
She says, first time watching y'all. Who's your favorite player this season? And I gotta say, of course it's Emily.
I don't know.
It's Emily, and I will not accept any other answer at this time. We are getting such an awesome story from Emily this season, and I love that this swap has really worked out in her favor. Emily is in the swing position on that tribe between 2 red and 2 blue, and I feel like she's gonna go with wherever the power is, and you can't argue that the power is not with Drew and Austin. You got the brains, you got the bronze, and you got the advantages and idols. It's good that they're picking up Emily as early as they are.
Thank you for Weston asked Betty who's her favorite player. She said, "I'm with you. Emily is great." Emily, can we pull up the draft?
Yeah,
real quick.
I would rather not.
Oh, please, Matt, please.
I just want it on record. This is not my draft.
Oh, come on.
No.
Who's Matthew?
Alice, Beth must have done it for me because I did not submit a list.
Okay. I got it.
So this is not.
I know the feeling. I didn't pick all my people either. I was in emergency room.
You ended up with a great draft team, Allison.
Don't ask.
You did.
Well, Allison, just remember, you won with Gabler, so anything's possible.
I don't even know anymore. I'm basically just putting names in a hat and pulling them out, and I'm still winning.
Well, that's what worked for me for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I looked at pictures. I read a snippet of their bio, and it's this is the person who's winning. That's how Erica won.
Well, I don't know
who's your favorite? Yeah.
I don't know who my favorite player is. I will say, who is it? D. That girl, her skin and makeup and hair was looking so good during Tribal. And I'm like,
she doesn't have any makeup on.
I know she looks good. I mean, but it looked like shit. I'm like, this girl.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I'm team Drew and I'm team Julie.
Give me the case for Drew, because I feel like I haven't seen a lot of Drew hype this season.
Well, I think Drew is leaning into the fact that he's a smart player. Like, he has the intelligence, and I think he's smart to team up with Austin, who he knows can
The
be the
JT and
brains.
Steven.
And I just think he's a good choice for someone who could win the game.
Betty said she also likes Kelly, Caleb, and Drew. Thomas
Okay.
likes Austin, Drew, Jemiah, Caleb, Brando, and Katura. Thomas likes Emily. A lot of people like Emily. I'm more of a chaos coordinator. I like the mess. So
Emily.
I'm all about like Bruce. I want a Bruce and Emily final with Sifu. I mean, I really think that would be awesome.
Oh my God, what if like that like is like giant foreshadowing, like on the mat, like Emily like going after Bruce, like that first comment, like that's like giant foreshadow to like the two of them being there at the final tribal council, like duking it out for the win.
Please,
that
God,
would be
no.
iconic.
Yeah.
No, please, God, no.
Oh, come on, Matthew. Come on.
If we have Emily and Bruce till the end, like that is a good season. Come on.
I'm sorry, and I will probably get hate from everyone. I cannot stand Emily.
What? Look, what did I say? Her. Emily's that chick in accounting that needs to loosen up. Okay, like I can't, like I'm in HR bitching about Emily's constantly. But you know who I want to see in a conversation? Emily and Katura.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
Let's see a bitch fest about Bruce. Yes.
I like this too. Emily, Bruce, first double winners.
Yes.
I'm into it.
I would rather dunk my head in water.
Yeah, okay, so I guess we can talk about like other things with like the tribe swaps that we had.
Where's our draft?
Oh yeah, let me pull that up. So here is our draft. I truly considered having Sean, like considering him like a quit, but because you're right, Alice, and like me taking Sifu over because of that. But like because Allison, you're right, there was a formality of like a vote. I didn't feel right like doing that, even though like his last words were literally like, "I'm fine with quitting the game. I did everything I needed to, but I feel like if I stuck it out, I would have made it to the end." I was like, "Get over yourself, kid."
If you want to make seafood, do it. I don't have a problem with that. I tried to get.
It's like Red. Like I'm not confident that I will inherit the winner if I take Sifu. Like Red for Big Brother. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with it. It's fine, right?
Yeah. Tyler's. Hold on.
See, I don't think Tyler's screwed at all.
I think D is a very strong winner candidate here.
Do we?
Brando, I don't know.
I have all my people. I
feel like Brando has good middle of the road energy, and with the bigger personalities that are still around, could find his way into being a piece in someone's puzzle and getting more information than he probably deserves, and using that to his advantage.
And look at Scally with he's repping the whole yellow team there. That's funny how that worked out.
Who did I pick? Kendra?
Yeah, she was your winner pick.
And everyone else, y'all gave me. I guess I got who nobody wanted. Bruce, Drew, and Emily.
Yeah, but honestly, Allison, I think that your team is pretty solid. Like, I would gladly trade my team for yours. And listen, Kendra survived the Coochie Gate two episodes ago. So if she can survive that,
she's the one who broke her vagina. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, that's if she was at Tribal with Sean, she would have been like, "Listen, I broke my coochie on live national television in front of
Tyler,
millions of people."
I have to tell you, you're a gay
What other
man.
word should I use?
We don't say coochie.
What should I? What word would you like me to refer that to?
I don't know. Cooter, vagina, vag.
She broke her vag in front of millions of people.
There you go.
Should have said to the quitter. Quitter.
Oh goodness.
yeah, I mean, is there anything else to really recap? It was really like a setup episode because like we're just getting to know these like swap tribes and stuff like
Mhm.
that. What do you think, Matt?
I wanna ask Allison what she thinks of Sean voting for D and potentially setting D up for a fall next week.
I think that I could be wrong, but I think he was just putting a name out there, and I think he didn't want to vote Sifu.
Right, but D was the one who did cast the Sifu vote and said audibly to change the vote to Sifu.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
so and he told Sifu, I didn't vote for you. So that means it has to be one of the three girls.
Who voted
Can
for
Sifu do it?
Julie?
No,
D
it was
voted
D.
for-
D voted
yeah.
for Sifu.
D insisted that like they're still gonna vote
Oh,
on
okay. I thought Julie vote. I see. I didn't
Mhm.
see the final votes because I was in the restaurant.
It was 3-1-1.
Okay.
Sifu. I mean, maybe he just put a vote on D too. Like, if he were to put another vote on Sifu, like that increases his odds of like surviving this round of votes, right? So maybe he was just trying to like split that to like increase the odds that he goes home. But I don't I don't get why like D over like Julie. I don't think he would ever vote J Maya because like they were like bonding like once they swap tribes or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Do you think it's gonna have like any impact on like the next vote though, Matt?
Well, because Sifu knows from asking Sean, did you vote for me? And him saying no.
Yeah.
He knows that one of the girls is out to get him.
Can you do anything about it?
Could pull in Jemima and say, hey, you know, let's do something, or talk to Julie. And it's like, you know, there's in a group of four, there's always wiggle room. There's always some sort of room to pull something off.
It is weird to me that like J Maya wanted to target Sifu when like the two of them were like on the outs of the original Red Tribe. So like
But they were
together,
never
you know?
aware. I don't think they were ever aware that they were on the outs of the original Red Tribe.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't get how you're not aware of that, but
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Well, Jeff wasn't aware that two people were going to quit, so
I'm so upset. I'm so 2.5. Well, no, Brandon didn't quit. I'll be nice for once about Brandon, but we've had 2 quits and a flop, so like I'm ready for like some good rounds to get going here.
Are we gonna meet these people, Tyler? In New Orleans? Do you think?
Maybe.
We're going to New Orleans in December.
Allison, you're not going to meet them. You're going to meet their cousins.
Oh, that's
okay,
right.
I'm going to meet their cousins. How do I act around these people? Are they even going to be there? Because I like Sean.
Their family might not be in attendance. And if they see you and they've heard anything you've said...
Oh, I'm going to get slapped. I'm going to get a drink tossed in my face. There's going to be a fight. I'm just going to be beat up. And you know what I'm here for? Beat me up. Please.
That's the thing. Like, I am like totally fine with like saying how I feel on these shows, like knowing like I would like potentially like meet them at like events and stuff like that. Because I am not saying anything about like this is all within the context of their performance in the game, and that is literally what this podcast, any other podcast recapping these stupid silly shows is all about, is like recapping like what's going on in the game. Like if you flopped at the game, like I'm sure you're a wonderful person in real life, but like you flopped at Survivor or you quit Survivor, and that pisses me off knowing that so many people auditioned for these shows and you took a spot from somebody who could have done it better.
This is also a hypothetical.
Winners never win, and winners quit. Winners never quit. Quitters never win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you think Sean quits this week if I'm blanking on the girl who got voted out last week? I'm totally blanking on her name.
Oh,
Sabaya.
Sabaya.
There's Sabaya. Okay. Like if she stays and Caleb goes, do you think he quits?
No. Definitely not.
Well, wouldn't that
Should we assume that like Sabaya takes Caleb's spot in that swap
but
tribe.
let's just assume that it's a 1-for-1 trade.
And that had to be set up,
and
by
so
the way.
everything is still kind of the way it is.
That was such a setup. I don't know how, and I can't prove it, but those three on 3 separate tribes, bitch, please. How? Did they, like, I don't know.
I mean, everyone has the same odds of ending up on any tribe.
Yeah, I don't think he quits because, like, honestly, like, this is all just like a big moment of weakness to me. And I feel like that tipping point wouldn't have been there if he had like a glimmer of hope. Like, he was just blindsided in the last vote. Like, and like, he started the episode like just like showing his whole ass by like kissing up to like Emily and Caleb and everything. Like he ran out of rope so quickly because Sabaya left, you know? Like, that's what it was.
The way they were talking about him, Emily was talking about Sean. Oh, just the way he changes his voice and everything. And I'm like, wait a minute. Tyler does that.
Who, me?
I think a lot of people do when they get nervous.
Tyler, bullshitting me.
Do I have a tell when I'm lying? Have I ever lied to you, Allison?
No, you haven't. I'm messing with you. But people's voices do change.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When people get nervous or anxious or something, voices will raise or lower.
I can't lie because I laugh. Like, I freaking start giggling when I'm lying. I can't, and my son does it too. Like, we'll be bullshitting each other, and we're both doing this. And I'm like, are you lying to me? And Jacob's like, no. I go, you're lying to me right now.
And see, the fun part for me is I don't need to lie. My life is fucked up enough that people, it sounds like I'm lying when it's the truth.
I can relate. I can really relate. Y'all. Well, I don't really know. This episode wasn't not
its best.
Not its best.
I feel like Thomas Scott put it best.
What?
I think this you can't fire me, I quit.
For real. You can't fire me, I quit. But I just feel like Sean did quit, but he got voted out.
Yeah. He at least let them go through the motions of doing it the right way instead of saying.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but like the minute he turned and goes, you know, I was born a Mormon, and I was like, oh, here we go. He was a Mormon. We're getting the lowdown. We're getting the story. He's telling the story, so they'll keep him. And then it turned left really quick. And my greatest adventure is my husband. I've never said that.
I've known my husband for
that 23 years. I've never said that.
Like the story is like great, wonderful, but like don't use that as like a catalyst to like paint yourself as this like hero before you quit.
I mean,
sorry if that gets me in trouble. For
Tyler,
I'm just trying to be nice to Sean because I'm trying to balance out Tyler.
Here's the thing.
It's only fueling my fire to audition even more.
I knew.
and that's half the fun.
Tyler, I knew was going to be lit because the guy quit. Like, whenever someone quits, and I'm like, and now we got 2 quitters in 2 weeks. Holy shit! This is like ridiculous. I should have been on this season because I would have quit. But I would have been in the situation where they don't vote me off, and I'm like, why? Are you keeping me?
What, like if you had decided you were going to quit, Allison, like at what stage throughout the round would you have quit? Like would you quit like at tribal council or like before the challenge? Like
no,
when
Allison,
are you doing it? When are you pulling the trigger?
I can tell you exactly when Allison quits. The votes have been cast, and she's like, I quit. I'm done. You don't need to read them. I'm good. Peace.
I'm going out on my own terms. You can't fire me. I quit. Jeff, you're not putting out my torch. I'm going to do it myself. And furthermore, the tribe has not fucking spoken, Jeff, because I'm speaking and I'm putting my torch out. So when you did that to Hannah and said the tribe has spoken, pissed me off because the tribe had not spoken. Hannah had spoken. Stop saying that and stop saying you're going to tally the votes because you're not going to tally the votes. You're going to get the votes to tally the votes. You're not tallying the votes. You're going to get the votes, and then you're going to tally the votes. That's been burning my butt for 23 years. Stop it.
Well, I think he is tallying the votes.
No.
He's going to arrange them so that he knows how to present the vote.
Get the votes. I'm going to get the votes, and when I come back, I'm going to tally the votes.
I mean, realistically, he should be saying, all right, it's time for the production assistant to tally the votes.
Yes, can someone go get the frickin' vote? Why am I standing here?
He really should say, I'm going to go arrange the votes. That's really what he's doing.
I would be such a shit. Oh, wait. And the first person I quit. Yes. Yes. I would be such a diva if I hosted the Great Value Equate version of Survivor All Quitters. I'd be standing here in my fly sweater. Why am I still standing here? Where are the votes?
Actually, Allison, I think that you would quit like at the marooning. Like you guys aren't even off like the ship yet. Like Jeff is like asking like the first like intro questions. He's like, crazy cat lady.
Allison looks down at the ocean. She's like, nah.
Jeff, I'm not getting in there. I'm not doing it.
4-foot crazy cat lady. What's your name? And you're like, Allison. I quit. And then you just like jump off the boat.
I'd be like, 4 foot, what? Who are you talking to, Jeff? Who do you think you're talking to? I need to give you the number of my Botox lady. Because that does not look good. You're looking bad, Jeff. You're looking tired, Jeff. Don't address me that way, Jeff. It is Mrs. Kelly, Jeff. And let me tell you something about this crazy cat lady, Mrs. Kelly. She gonna quit because she's not getting in that water. What are you doing, Tyler? Are you listening? You're not even laughing at my joke.
No, I was just typing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing a show here.
I was laughing at your jokes.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you.
I'm here for you.
I thought you guys were saying that I would quit while hosting. Like, I can't deal with these fucking mosquitoes.
I would just hope that, like, on your way out, you would say, like, in the words of the first boot from BBOTT, cornbread, fuck y'all.
Yeah. Fuck y'all. I'm out on my own terms. I have spoken.
Yes. I have spoken.
I have spoken.
That's iconic, actually.
I have spoken.
God. Matt, any other, like, game thoughts before we head out of here?
I just need next season to be 2 tribes from the very beginning.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, if next season is not 2 tribes from the jump, I may tap out because I can't do this 3 tribes of 6 bullshit for another season. I can't.
What if?
Okay.
And we could do this with All Losers Tribe or next season. What if we just had one big tribe? We didn't split them up, and the bottom, like, how many people? There's 16 people. The bottom 18. The bottom 9 that performed horribly have to go to tribal council. And that could be anybody each week. So that kind of screws up your alliances to a degree. You know, maybe if the same people don't do good every week. But I think that would be kind of cool.
I feel like that hinders the women a lot. Like, that's basically what we're seeing, like, play out on Big Brother, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you made the challenges as balanced as possible.
Yeah, that's what, I didn't think about that. But yeah, that's true.
Because there's some challenges that women are vastly superior to men at. Like standing on tiny little pieces of wood for 20 hours.
And I will say that, like, Survivor does better at balancing these challenges, like, equality wise than Big Brother, which is, like, absurd to me to even like acknowledge. Like, Survivor is such a physical game, yet they do a much better job at balancing these competitions for men and women than Big Brother does. Isn't that crazy?
Though I think I understand why Big Brother doesn't balance them very well. It's because power is so restricted in Big Brother, where, like, immunity affects a much larger group.
Yeah, that's true.
As head of household, I can put up 2 to 3 people a week.
Yeah, so you just, like,
eviction.
feel it more.
Mm-hmm. And so I think that's why they don't really, like, heavily adjust the challenges to be gender neutral.
That's true.
We have a good question. Thomas McGee said, I heard Jeff say in an interview about Austin, the first person to quit Survivor, that he didn't want to say the tribe has spoken because you have to earn that. So why did he say it to Hannah? Yeah, I want answers.
Well, but then I've heard him say it. I thought I heard him in a future interview that now that he learned that Austin was actually going through some physical sickness, he regrets saying that
it's
kind of statement.
Obvious that Hannah was just maybe a chain smoker and needed a cigarette.
I'm
Listen,
sorry.
I'm from Baltimore. There's not much else to do in Baltimore except for to smoke a cigarette. So I understand.
Well,
I gotta have a cigarette.
If Shane can go through withdrawals on Panama, I feel like you can go through it without your cigarette for a couple days.
Yeah.
Who went through withdrawals?
Shane, remember from Cerise season.
Have you guys ever been through any kind of withdrawal like that, like nicotine or alcohol or anything like? Have you guys ever? It is insane.
I've watched people go through it, but I have never experienced it.
It's I could tell you from I've experienced nicotine withdrawal. I was more of a social smoker or whatever, but people really having nicotine fits, it's terrible. And I don't keep it a secret. I've been sober for 6 years, but when you're going through the alcohol withdrawals, you're dry sweating, you're shaking, you're sick. And it's just kind of like, oh my God, it's terrible. And it's like you physically can't think of anything but trying not to vomit. So it's like how, it's just going through, that's some serious stuff. But I don't know. I was kind of joking. I don't know if she's really a chain smoker. I don't know. I mean, was that one of the...
It sounded like she wanted her vape pen. I've heard rumors that she wanted her vape pen. And she was like, get it.
There's a documentary on Netflix about the rise and fall of vaping that I really think you vapors need to watch.
It's the rise and fall of Juul, which was
vaping,
selling really bad shit.
It's vaping.
It's the black market and legal stuff is totally.
It has changed. It has evolved since the Juul days. I will give it is what it is, but
it's not good for you. No. I totally agree with that. But it's it's not all all Juuls are vapes, but not all vapes are Juuls. Does that make any sense?
Just don't go to the UK.
Yeah. Real quick, I just want to say one thing about Big Brother because I will not be here tomorrow. I am so Allison, I have to give you credit. You were right last week about America and Corey. I'm over them. I'm tired of rooting for them. To hear that America threw the veto competition this week is just so absurd to me, and I cannot root for either of you any longer.
She didn't throw anything.
She didn't throw that challenge.
And she didn't throw shit. Period.
After the feeds came back from the veto ceremony where America and Corey were put up, Blue was on the couch outside with Serene. She was like, she thinks she's a competitor. Bitch, I beat you in every single comp except for the pressure cooker, and that's because I didn't have a jacket. If you think about every single competition, I have placed higher than America has. And I was like,
the bar isn't high, honey.
I know, but we need more of that energy from Blue. If Blue can keep winning these comps out of nowhere, that could be a fun and Bowie Jane too. They are our only hopes from saving us from Jag just winning out to the end and it just being the most boring end game ever.
Bowie Jane hasn't come up at all. And it's killing me.
Faded back into the background.
Here we go. Homer Simpson in the bushes. What gets me is oh my God. It's just the whole. I think the rules should have been with the super secret HOH. If you don't tell anybody, you can play in the next HOH. But if you open that mouth, the penalty is you cannot play.
Because it's just an HOH then.
Yeah. And Jag doesn't He tells Corey in America, of all gosh damn people, he should have left it to Matt, man. That's
No,
it.
no. He
No.
should have kept it to
At the
himself.
very least,
That
would-
is true.
If I was on Big Brother and I won an invisible HOH, I would be telling no one. Not a damned person.
You're
At
absolutely
the
And I would
very
be
least,
framing
if
every
you-
other person in the house as the guilty party.
if you tell people, you should not be able to play in HOH next week. At the very least,
I mean,
You know
there
what
should there should be consequences for.
I don't think it's fair, and I think you're right. I mean, but if he obviously we knew he wasn't going to keep his mouth shut, so he should have, like in the Jag world, just kept it with Matt. But it kills me. And my God, Felicia can fart. Have you seen the video? Oh my God, she can fart. Yes. Anyway.
Matt, do you have any Big Brother thoughts before we hop on out here?
I'm rooting for Matt because we share a name, and it's nice to see a Matt not sucking like Cereal Boy did in Big Brother 18.
I agree.
True.
It's been a very weird season, and I think I'm very frustrated with 2 weeks not counting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It killed like the momentum of the game. It just feels so like everybody looks so painfully like bored out of their mind, and like
I mean, I would have been doing a happy dance to be locked in a room for 24 hours by myself.
Dude, you
True.
ain't kidding. You know how freaking happy I would be? I'd be like, I will piss in a little pop-up tent. I will drop the deuce in
I
there.
mean, Allison's pissed in a red Solo cup on camera.
I did it. Yeah. I don't care. I have no shame. I love being alone. I want to be alone. I want to be alone every year on my birthday. Nobody leaves me alone. I just want to be. What do you want for your birthday? Nothing. Leave food
Silence.
outside the bedroom door, and I will open it accordingly. I'm staying in bed in my pajamas all day. I'm not doing anything. Don't bother me. I got everyone bothering me.
The only thing I want to say about Big Brother is I'm so sick of everyone complaining that the season is rigged. The season is not
it's
rigged.
not rigged.
So we
No
would be
way.
doing a
rigged
lot
for Siri.
better if it were rigged.
Oh my God, though, like the sound effects of like the breaking bones that they had for Sari whenever she like landed on the HOH call was so like that was terrible. Like literally every time she like let go of the thing and she like fell to the ground, they added this huge sound effect of like and then like a montage. I'm like, she's not that old and she's not that out of shape. Like she did like 4 seasons of Survivor. Like this woman is fine.
I don't think every time I watch the comic competition, I just think about how whenever I have tried to swing on something, I never make it all the way across because I'm freaking 4'11" and 98 pounds. I wouldn't make it through that comp
No, I
because
wouldn't.
every time I would try, I would fall and I wouldn't even make it to look at the comics.
See, this is the HOH and veto competitions. I would have said, nah, I'm good. My
Yeah,
fat ass is staying on the ground.
I wouldn't even consider it quitting, Matt. I wouldn't even consider it quitting. If we can't do it, we can't do it.
If I don't start, is it a quit?
No, because you didn't start.
That's a good question. That's a
You
good
didn't start.
philosophical.
It's like I literally would have said, I'm just not doing this challenge. I'm not meant to go down a zip line. I'm not meant to spin on things and get hit into a giant fist.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'll take whatever punishment you want to give
Look,
me.
I've been hit with a fist, and it hurts.
In
Okay,
the Waffle House.
by the Waffle
Say,
House.
if you want to stick me in a super suit or you want to lock me in a room for 24 hours.
True.
I was jealous. I was watching that. I was like, man, I'm so jealous. Like, I want to be alone. I don't want to see a cat. I don't want to see a grandchild. I don't want to hear from anybody. I don't want to see anything. Leave me alone.
Like, that really doesn't feel like a punishment.
I have to go to a hotel if that's going to happen.
I have to go to New York City if that's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not going to. I want to get, you know what my dream is? And then we'll stop the show.
Mhm.
Every morning I get up and I have to start my coffee, and while that's brewing,
And you get up so early too.
I do.
Hours before I do.
I feed my cats.
What time do you get up, Allison?
Sometimes 4:30, sometimes 5:30. God, I'm like, it's late if it's 6:30. Like I'm like, it might as well be noon for me. But I'm up and I'm feeding my cats. I'm giving JoJo his like I for literally 30 minutes am taking care of all the animals, scooping cat boxes. I got to reheat my coffee. I never get to just get up, make coffee, and sit on the couch and do fucking nothing but watch it. I never.
You know those influencers on TikTok that are like, a day in the life. I wake up at 8 a.m. and before I start my day, I spend 30 minutes with my cup of coffee, looking out the window and just soaking it all in before I have to do anything. Like,
the
you should do
to come to get these people.
You should do like your version of that though.
I thought
I wake up at 5 o'clock. I
gotta
scoop some cat shit.
Because they all got a shit at night. Look, I'm going to get a GoPro camera. Okay? Yeah. And you're going to see it from my little point of view. It's happening.
I support it.
My weekly meltdown exclusive.
Yes.
You heard it here first, folks.
No, that is some good content. We need to make this happen. But anyway, so I think that's a wrap for tonight's show. So Allison, I think you'll be back with Andrew and Jackie tomorrow for Big Brother.
Yes, and patrons, the live watch. It didn't happen last week because I don't think anyone showed up. But I'm in the live watch. It'll be me and Jackie. Come join us. The link never changes. It's on the page right now. The last post is
I might try to make it this week.
Come on, Matthew, man. Let's do it. We chit chat during the commercial. I make my stupid comments. I make my faces.
Allison, your comments are gold.
So fun.
Your comments are never stupid. I may disagree with them at times, but they're not stupid. Tyler's comments. Those are 50-50.
That's another show. Sure. Oh, thank you, Weston. Thank you, everyone in the chat. And Sam, I'm so sorry to hear that you broke your leg ziplining on Christmas.
No, he's referring to Christmas from Big Brother.
Oh.
Who broke her leg during his season. He's saying if he did the ziplining for BB Comics, he would fall off and break his leg.
It's late. Dude, I'm usually in bed at 8:30 in my pajamas covered in cats.
That's classic.
This is why I'm here for you, Allison. I got you.
Thank you for correcting me, Matthew. Thank you for catching me on that fall.
And I'll do my last spiel. Everyone join the Patreon at patreon.com/WhyWeeklyMeltdown. Go to Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Give us ratings and reviews.
Spot Apple.
Yes.
Like, comment, subscribe to this channel.
Yes, all of the above, all the things. Rate us positively on all of the platforms.
And if you say hateful comments in the comments, Allison will get you.
Dude, yes. I'm on it. I had someone say they didn't want to hear about my cat. I had to come for them. I had someone be ugly about this week. I had to come for them. I've been doing this for 8 years. My skin is thick. And and one more thing.
Can I just say it's never me?
If you're going to be, I think it is you, Tyler. I think you have
never get the hate.
Oh, I thought you, okay, anyway.
Well, no, that's what I'm here for.
That's right. True. Listen, don't be making up a spam account or hiding behind a fake ass spam thing and being ugly. Be yourself and sack up and have a spine and face the music. Don't write checks your ass can't cash.
Yeah, and that includes going on Survivor and quitting.
Yes.
All right. Well, everybody have a great Tyler on his 12 alt accounts. Yes. All right. Well, everybody have a great rest of your night.
Matt, got it.
Matt, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye-bye.